Hello everyone, welcome to your favorite YouTube channel, My Project Ideas. Today we are going to make a project on Django on the topic e-commerce management system. So what's an e-commerce? Like it's an online market where you can buy stuff like Amazon, Flipkart, Myntra, Agio. So basically it's a full-fledged project where you can get in track of your orders, you can log in, log out, you can have view at your profile, you can scroll through certain items. So without much ado, first first, let's look at the requirements. You require a VS Code or a text editor where you are going to write your code. Then you require an operating system. You may use any operating system as per your choice, but the recommended ones are Windows 10 operating system or any other latest version. If you are in Unix, Linux, or Mac OS, it depends on you. Then let's see the tools and tech used here. The backend framework is obviously it's a no-brainer, which is Django. The front-end framework is HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and the database used here is SQLite 3. So I hope you understood the requirements. Now what we are going to do is we'll go and we'll have a look at the code. Let's go to VS Code. Okay, here we are. So let's go to the admin. So what we have done, from django.contrib we have imported admin. From models we have imported customer, product, orders and feedback, because while you're using a portal, basically you have to buy a product, a customer buys a product, customer places orders, and a customer provides feedback based on the recent usability of the product. So first you need to register. First register your models. So class customer admin, and the function here is admin.modeladmin, which is a parameter you're providing to the customer admin function. Then we have the admin site register where we have two parameters, that is customer and customer admin. Then we have a class named product admin where again we have the parameter as admin.modeladmin. And then we have a register function where we have two parameters, that is product and product admin. Then we have a order admin class, and under which we have a register function. Then also we have the feedback. The parameters are feedback and feedback admin. And order admin. Basically all those components which I said you, like order, feedback, customer, login, everything I have explained it to you right now. Now let's move to the apps. So basically that is defined there in the admin.python. In the apps, we have from django.apps import app configuration, and the class ecom configuration we have taken the parameter as app configuration, and the name is listed as ecom. Now let's move to the forms.python. Here we have the feedback form, and we have taken the parameter as forms.model form, and the class named meta we have the model defined to be models.feedback, and the fields are name and feedback. Then we update the status of the order. Then we have the class named order form, and the parameter is forms.model form. The class is named as meta, and the models are defined to be models.orders, and the fields are status. Now for the contact us page, like a page, this is like a helping page, like help us, contact us, inquiry. There will be some person to assist you on your transactions, on your operations. So that is contact us form. Then the name, email and message is defined. The name, the validity, not the validity exactly, you can say the length of the name is limited to 30 characters. Then mail will be from the mail field, email field, name will be from the character field, and message will be from the character field. The lengths and attributes are defined. Then let's go to models.python. In the models.python, we have imported the models first. Then we have imported user. Then we are going to create our own models. We have a class called customer where we have taken the input as models.model. Then the user is defined as models.one-to-one field. Then the profile pic will be taken from the image field. The address will be taken from the character field, and the mobile will be again taken from the character field. Because these are basically the characters which you are gonna put, right? User should be one. Like if I am going to log into the system, then I'll have a single username and a single password. So my username and password cannot be used by any other person. That will be my privacy breach. So that is not allowed by the system. Then we have a class called product where we have the name, product, price and description which is defined. Then we have the class called orders where we have the order confirmed, out for delivery, delivered, and pending. These are the status of the orders. Like when you order something, first the order gets pending. The order status is pending because it is not confirmed by the retailer, it is not confirmed by the organization. Then once your order has been confirmed, it says order confirmed. Then once it is reached to the nearest location, it says out for delivery because the nearest hub or the nearest station, the product has reached to the nearest station. Then once the product has been delivered in your location, it says delivered. So the customer, product, mail address, mobile, order date, and status is defined here. Then the class feedback. So in the feedback also you can provide your name, your feedback, and the date of the feedback. So this length is also defined, like the name is restricted to 40 characters. Feedback is restricted to 500 characters because feedback may be long. You need to write long sentences. So now let's move to test.python. So here you have imported test case. You may be very like surprising that you may need to ask me a question that why do we have a separate file for a single line, like from django.test import test case. For you it is a single line, but this test.python will be used somewhere else in the project, and this line, this test.python will be just imported there. Why is this done? This is basically to segregate the components and to make it very easy for the readers, for the developers to understand their progress, to access the code. Just for an instant, let's think that you have written the code and for some work you have left the company or you do not work on this project anymore. So someone who will be succeeding you, that person needs to understand your code, then he needs to complete, then he needs to work on the project. So how will he know what you have written? If you write thousands, 2000, 3000 line of code in a single file, just imagine how difficult it will be for a person to read, understand, and debug your file. That's why while you're creating full stack projects, be it be in Django, be it be in Node.js, Express.js, so what MongoDB, so what do people basically do? They divide these components into smaller parts, they divide the project into smaller components, smaller modules, and they store it like that. Various folders will be there and the codes will be organized in such a manner that after 10 to 15 years also it will be readable and it will be understandable. I hope I made myself very clear. Then in the views.python, we have the view, the how does the project look like. So here we have the stubs. So let's see. Okay. First, importing thing is done, render, redirect, then response, HTTP response, import group, import login required messages, settings, everything has been imported first. Then we have the home view. That see in Python, whenever you write a function, you write def, that is definition. You take the input as the parameter as a request. Then the cookies are set. Then the admin click view is there. Here the user will be authenticated. The HTTP response direct will be seen that after at login you are going to return the HTTP response redirect. And if the login is not authenticated, user is not authenticated, then the admin control will move to the admin that this is invalidated user. If the admin wants to log in, he can. Then customer sign up view. This is a kind of view where you are going to get the request as post request. You know that you have get request and post request. Here we are going to use a post request. Then here the user is checked if whether it is he is a customer or not. Suppose I have account. I have an account in your system. Suppose I have an account in the e-commerce platform, but literally I don't have. I'm not a customer of this. Like I don't use the. I don't buy stuff from here, but I am a user. So that means my portal will be different. Like I am a customer. I'm not a. If I'm a customer, I will be logged into the customer portal, but I'm not a customer right now. I'm just a user because I'm doing window shopping. You can call it window shopping. So that means here you are like you can it can be validated that whether it's a customer or is a user. Correct. But that person will be given the liability. A user can become a customer when he likes certain stuff. Then here we enter credentials and we check whether username and password is of admin or customer. Then admin related views. So if a customer is admin, then here the admin he is transferred into a VIP zone that is called admin zone. So admin login is there. So here also admin is created by using the super user concept. I have already explained you what's the super user. He is the ultimate boss who will have all the functionality, who will have access to each and every detail of the website or of the system. I hope you got it. The admin and these are basically the views. Then this is the public customer. So he won't. His access will be restricted. If you are a public customer, only a user. If you are not the admin, your accessibility will be restricted. You will be accessible only to your account. You can't see my account. If I am the super user, if I am the admin, I can have access to your account also. Got it, right? So this is basically what these things stand for. The product, the customer, basically all those components are defined, are redefined, and about that it is written. The post, see the post method is used. Then this is actually for contact us. This is for the URL, I guess. Yes, URL. Then this is for the login. This is for the render. So I guess you understood what I meant. So now let's move to the code and let's run it and let's see that if we are able to understand, if we are able to get what we read just now. What I'm going to do? Python manage.py run server. So see, it ran. Let's go. See, this is my e-commerce. It looks somewhat like Amazon. Not like Amazon exactly, but okay, the layout is like that. Okay. So these are the contact us. Now see the sliding windows. See? Cool. Now let's log in and sign up. But I'm gonna sign up. I don't have an account. So the first name is say Radha. Last name is Arthak. Okay. The username is Radha. The password is Radha123. Let's put some address given. Okay. I don't want any profile pic. Create. Now let's have a login. Our username was Radha. This was Radha123. Okay. Let's submit. See my profile. I can see from here. So I can track the orders, but I don't have any orders obviously. I can go to the cart. See, I've not purchased anything. The total, that's for the dollar total is $0. I can track orders. I can search for stuff. Then I can log out. So these are the basic functionalities. These are the sliding windows. So it gives you a basic idea about the e-commerce platform, right? So I hope you understood the working of this project. For more interesting project ideas, stay tuned to our channel. Thank you everyone.